What's good, family? It's your boy DMac, and I'm back with another banger for y'all today. I got a special guest with me. Yes, another special guest. So, I'd like to introduce my boy, JAYDOE.
What's going on with y'all, man? Your boy JAYDOE 25, man.
But yeah, me and JAYDOE, we go way back, man. Since like elementary school. He went to Oak Grove when I was there. We went to middle school together and high school at MacArthur. So, you know, we go way back, man. I've been known he had it in this rap stuff. So, if you don't know, this the man that be on all my videos. He's the intro to all my videos. So, he's who you hear every video you see. So, you know.
Big shouts out to my boy for that, man, because he ain't even had to do that. But, you know, that's a real solid move right there, man, because where we from, there's a lot of, you know, sneak dissing and hate and stuff like that. So he could have easily went and tapped his favorite rapper and put some industry mainstream stuff in there, but he let me know he wanted to put my stuff in there.
For sure. You know, I like to support, you know, the talent I see locally, because, you know, we got it here too. It ain't nothing different. You know, celebrities ain't really no special from anything that's out here with our talent as well. So, you know, I gotta shed light on the hard work I see and the people who's really grinding out here. So let's get into it.
I'm so Decatur.
Alright, so to start it off, let's get into, like, as a rapper, like, how old were you when you started rapping? Let's take it back to the beginning.
As far as like playing around, stuff like that, like figuring out that I could really put words together, I'll give it to like 5th, 6th grade. Used to be, you know, battle rapping, sort of, kinda roasting niggas, rapping at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of swift. I kind of put these words together. I'm decent. Then shit, as far as like really taking it serious and seeing myself actually treating it as a career, probably like 7th or 8th grade when we used to we was on the basketball bus and shit. I had that little verse over there.
Yeah, I swear, bro, in all the away games, we used to have like rap battles and stuff on the way back from our away games in basketball season. And you know, 7th and 8th grade rode together. You know, he a grade below me, so we always used to ride together anyways. But we had rap battles with everybody, and I just remember like he was killing everybody. Like, I been knew he had it. So, like, I been knew he had this the whole time. So, you know, I'm proud of dude for sticking with it for sure. Cause I definitely seen something back then. He used to like put my name in raps and like dial hit a 3 or something.
Yeah, you just made me remember. It was like
he was putting stuff
it was like
like
7th
that.
grade. I had made a status. I was like, man, whoever liked this status right now, I'm finna put your name in a rap. And I got like probably like 20 likes or some shit like that. It gave me like 2-3 hours. I made a whole little verse. I shouted out everybody in that bitch.
They
like, damn.
Yeah. And I'm feeling like the man. I'm like, yeah, dude really got it for real. So like, who you used to listen to growing up? Like who did your parents or your mom or used to put on for you growing up? Like, who you listened to back then?
Well, as far as my mom, musical influence, I gotta go to Michael Jackson, Prince. I know people be like, man, this nigga a rapper, but shit, the GOAT to me is Michael Jackson. When we want to talk about music as a whole genre, this going on music as a whole, Michael Jackson for sure. But 100%. As far as the rap tip, and my sister go try to take credit for this when she see this video, because my sister used to run around bumping Carter 3 like a motherfucker. So yeah, you know, when I start hearing Wayne, and like the only way I can describe it is like being a kid, and like you said, you know, we went to school together and shit. So I know you remember being in honors classes and shit like that. Being a kid and being able to understand what Lil Wayne was saying is what put him ahead of the pack to me. Because Carter 3 came out in what, 08? I mean, I was 10 years old, but I knew exactly what that nigga was saying. I know what he meant, where he meant it, and how he meant it. That's how that nigga became my favorite rapper for real. It's probably Carter 3. Once I heard Carter 3, I'm like, man, I gotta do what this nigga doing.
Yeah. So you would say Lil Wayne is one of the main ones who inspires you? Like,
for sure.
Go to inspirations, or who you look up to as far as in the rap game?
For sure. That's the one and only. I only really got too many other inspirations that I could think of off my head right now.
So Wayne was your go-to? So
that's the GOAT.
That's your all-time favorite rapper?
That's the go-to.
Alright, so out of all paths, out of all things you could have done with your life, why Why go into rapping? What made you really lock in on rap?
Well, it's crazy because my pops had just called when you had got here, and it's really, I gotta give that credit to him, because my goal when I was in middle school and shit like that, especially seeing you and KD and niggas like that really hooping and really had the town on lock, really had the schools on lock when it came to the hooping tip. Outside of music, my inspiration was Derrick Rose. I wanted to go to the NBA. Nigga, like, I thought I was the next D-Rose. I ain't gonna lie, here Chicago baby, I'm a Decatur baby, man. I thought I was gonna be Decatur's Derrick Rose, man. So shit, back in the days, that really was the goal, was to hoop and go to, I thought I was gonna do it one or two ways. Either I was gonna be so cold at hooping that I was going to the NBA, and once I got to the NBA, I was gonna pull my Damian Lillard and drop an album every summer. Or, on my life. Or I was gonna fucking rap and be so fucking cold that I'm gonna eventually be a celebrity, and then I'm going to the NBA Celebrity All-Star game, and I'm finna dog niggas, and they're gonna be like, dude, need a 10-day. Yeah. Give him a 10-day contract on my life. But like I said, I give that credit to my pops, because I remember when I was explaining this, like when I say this, I was dead ass, bro. Like, that was the goal. So when I was explaining that to my pops, he like, the way life is, you're gonna have to pick one. Like, you can't do both. And you know me, I'm you a hater, man. Like, what you mean I can't do both? You my dad. You supposed to be telling me, go do it, son, all life. But he like, man, life gonna make you choose one. And shit, long story short, I'll be damned, niggas end up never hooping. And it's like shit. Everybody else is playing basketball, so what the fuck I'm supposed to do in my life?
Yeah, it'd be like that. Shit, life happens.
Hey, and before y'all niggas hop in, bro, comment section and talk about I ain't hoop because I want cold, nigga. We can play one-on-one whenever, nigga, because it's a longer story why I ain't hoop. I just ain't gonna get into all that right now. But I know people gonna be like, man, you ain't hoop because you was trash, nigga. Look me up, folks. OG. I got real highlights.
Yeah, bro, dunking with ease. Is there any rappers out there in today's game or in the past that you would compare your flow to, or your rap style to the most?
When I started making music, one of my goals was to, like, I ain't trying to say be like Drake, but one of the qualities of Drake is he don't really got a style. Like, he can go to Memphis and rap with Block Boy. He can go to Florida and rap with Kodak. He can go back to Toronto and rap with Nav and Tory Lanez. Or,
everybody be talking about he biting styles, but
he rap good like other people. You know, even though he might not be the creator of that style, he go rap your style so good that you think Drake made it up.
Just because he ain't scared to try a new flow.
On my life. So that was one of the people I'm like, man, I want to be in that field to where when somebody hear JAYDOE, they don't be like, oh, here go. Like when you say, here go Twista. You know he finna throw like 80 words at you in 10 seconds. Or the baby or Eminem. Like, you just know what you're gonna hear once you click on it, and I didn't want to end up in that box. So that's why I'm like, man, I gotta try to be versatile. So Drake is one of the most versatile people I know. Like, Wayne is half versatile. He tried to dip and dab in other things.
Rockstar.
Drake succeeding in dipping and dabbing in other things.
Talk about what's on your shirt. Talk about what's in the background. What's CRU?
Man,
what does CRU mean to you?
Man, CRU mean everything to me, cause shit, it really came from nothing, and we started this shit from nothing at all. Like, I was like, man, bro, it's like, shit, this shit came together with me, Scooney, T-Mac, you know, the guys, everybody we used to be around in school. And shit, it really wasn't even a rap group at first. It was just really the guys we all be around. You know, everybody click up and make their blood name and shit like that. But it's like, we cycled through multiple names before we finally like set on CRU, and CRU just said it. Cause like, shit, when it's organic, like, it'll lock in on its own. You don't gotta force nothing, because when it's organic, you would just know that that's what it's supposed to be. And like I said, we cycled through a few names. Like, nigga, we was the fucking old boys, we was fucking PBE, we was goddamn, we was hella shit.
I remember them PBE boys.
Plug boys, yeah, man, we was everything, man. We'd have been everything before CRU, but it's like, shit, really that inspiration came from, you know, we right up the street from Chicago, and when Chief Keef was busting, all you knew was Bang Bang and Squad and man, all that gang, they had all that, man. So it's like, we wanted to come our own route though. Everybody else was saying, Lil Durk and them saying Squad, Chief Keef and them saying gang. Shit, who do you hear saying CRU? Especially, I mean, you could say fucking old ass people like 2 Live Crew or whoever you want to bring up, but it's always been CREW.
Right.
And so we switched it up to CRU, and then shit, I credit myself. It was like a spur of the moment thing. Like Tavion had the little talent show. It was a girl who was introducing us, and she was like, "Here come JAYDOE from CRU ENT," and I just heard her whisper, but I mean we had microphones, so I heard her from backstage. She was like, "What is CRU?" or something like that, and something was just like, "It's a movement. We go continue rising up." Woo, woo, woo. And I ain't even realized what I said till I got to the crib and watched the video. I'm like, "Man, CRU continue rising up." I'm like, "Yeah, that's dope."
Keep powerful.
Yeah, powerful as hell, because man, I really could get deeper in it. I've been waiting on some shit like this for a motherfucker to interview me and ask me about it. If I get on Breakfast Club or some shit like that, or DMac YouTube channel or some shit like that, I get to finally explain.
It's exclusive right here.
This exclusive right here. This is the first time y'all ever hear me really break down the deeper rooted meaning of this CRU shit. CRU, CRU, is an acronym for Continue Rising Up, and it's a spin-off, and it's really the perfect time for me to be explaining this shit with the Black Lives Matter movement that's going on and the George Floyd movement and shit that's going on, because it's technically a spin-off of the civil rights movement and everything that Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, people like that had going on, and it's also tied in with Nipsey Hussle, because the way I spin it all in is, what was really the motto for people during the civil rights movement? It was, "We shall overcome." That was like the slogan for the civil rights movement. "We shall overcome, we shall overcome." And I was watching this, you remember the Jeffersons? They did like a reunion special where it had all the characters come back, and they did like an update. I think it was like 2018 or 2019 version of the Jeffersons. And I can't remember her name, don't quote me, but it was the maid off of the Jeffersons. That was always, I can't even remember her fucking name, but she was on the new show, and you know the whole story of the Jeffersons was moving on up to the east side, finally got a piece of the pie, woo, woo. And it was like these two black people was two successful people who own their own laundromat, and they had their own apartment in this nice ass complex where they surrounded by white people. So it's like, even from them having a house there, you know that they are successful black people. So once she came in on the new episode, she pointed at one of the black people and was like, "You live in this apartment building?" And they like, "Yeah." Pointed at another black person, like, "You live in this apartment building?" They like, "Yeah." Pointed at another one, they like, "Yeah." And she look around and she like, "Well, damn, why ain't nobody tell me we overcame?" And at first I didn't understand what she meant, but then I got to thinking, I'm like, oh, she's speaking on the civil rights movement, "We shall overcome." She's saying that in this modern day, black people have finally overcame to a certain extent. And it's like, from her being alive back in them days and now, she didn't even subconsciously recognize, like, damn, all the shit that we was fighting for back in the day is really right here at our fingertips. Like, y'all still acting like we so far behind as a society, but shit, as I look around, we done finally overcame type stuff. So it's like, now, once the goal was to overcome, it's like, what do you do from there? The only thing you could do is continue rising up.
Continue. Like the marathon
continues rising up. And that's where JAYDOE comes in history.
Damn.
I feel like I got past the torch. I got past the baton. It's my turn to take our society and our culture and keep rising this motherfucker up for the better.
Moral of the story, just continue to better yourself, better our lives. It's easy.
I mean, that's all I'm on. That's all everybody around me on. I wouldn't even be participating in Bro channel if I didn't think he was a person who could see himself rising up or elevating, or somebody that got something going for themselves. Like, you're not gonna see nobody associated with this logo that's not on the same wavelength that I'm on, because that's everything that we about. It's not a gang. It's not nothing. It's not no mob ties. It's not no. We don't portray ourselves to be like that.
Right.
We is all about elevating.
Right. Positive, just growing, taking stuff to the next level. Take us through like your process of how you make music. Like, what's your everyday technique, or how you go about coming up with a song? Or does it differ every time? Or
yeah, sort of, kind of differ. It's like, it's not like I got like a cut and dry template of like, this how I'm gonna lay a song out, or this how I'm gonna make a song, or something like that. And it switched up over the years too, with like access to different technology and home, you know, living accommodations and shit like that. got a real part that they play in it. But back in the days, like when we was in school and stuff, my whole schedule was fucking go to school. As soon as I got the first hour, I opened my Mac. That was the worst thing the school district could have ever did, was give us them fucking MacBooks. I swear to God, because I did nothing but come to school the first hour of the day, flip my MacBook open, check around, y'all ain't talking about nothing important, plug my headphones in, got on YouTube, looked for beats, and I was typing raps on my notepad, and that's where my whole first mixtape came from. It was probably literally school, writing music at school, I swear to God.
Yeah, I think 90% of students weren't using the MacBooks for school purposes.
We was FaceTime the hoes and shit. Oh God, what up, man? Motherfuckers weren't doing nothing educational on them motherfuckers. You see, they took them.
Yeah.
We was lucky. We had them bitches for like 2 years. They gave y'all ass some iPads.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got iPads now. That's crazy.
OB. But shit, back in them days and shit, I ain't have my own little setup. I ain't have my own little studio. Shout out Eddie, man. Like I do in every video. You know what it is, man. All love. Shout out my boy Son, man. Go check him out. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for bro. He was one of the first people to open his doors to me, open his studio to me. Being in high school, man, we ain't even have money to fucking buy lunch if we wanted to. So you know mom them wasn't finna give me fucking 20, 30, 40, whatever these niggas charging per hour to go to the studio. So it was either, that's why I started doing them little freestyle videos on Facebook, because it's just a free platform. I got a phone, I got a voice, I'm finna record this shit and put it on the book. But once I start really wanting to record my music, I ain't really had no studio to go to. So once I bumped into Eddie, through a mutual friend, playing a game with a mutual friend in my apartment complex, and my homie Eddie and Yanni Boy, who shoot the videos, they was already clicked up like this before Yanni even shot videos. He was a rapper. Him and Eddie had their little rapping going on, and I was friends with Yanni little brother. We in there playing a game, playing Midnight Club on PS2, man, hella long ago. Eddie and Yanni come in the room on some Big Brother playing that shit, like, man, bitch, all the niggas can't rap. Y'all rap, woo woo. I'm like, man, I don't rap. And Yanni like, man, you can't rap, man, woo woo. I dare you, huh? Write something on this index card. Type shit, write a little rap. Shit, I got from playing the game with Antoine, wrote that little rap, and they fucking with it and shit. I got to hanging with Yanni and Eddie every day. Shit, we ended up going to Eddie crib. He was the first one, like I said, ordering mics and shit off the line, or buying mics and interfaces and speakers and shit, and had the little studio set up. We used to be in that bitch locked in days in a row, sleeping on the floor, trying to watch YouTube videos, how to mix and master, how to, man, we went through hella stages of that shit before it got to how it is now. But like with life, like shit.
Now you got your own studio here at the crib.
On my life, shit. They was old. That's what inspired me to do that, because they was older than me. He was working and they was in high school already and shit. So when I'm ready to, let's go to the studio, let's lock in. Like, bro, he gotta go clock in, nigga. What do you mean lock in? He gotta go work and shit. So it wasn't no knock to me. It's just like, shit, we all had different schedules. So I'm like, how can I do this shit on my own time? Like, when I want to make a song, I want to make a song. So
Exactly.
Shit. Got my little ass a job. Kroger's, man. Fuck Kroger's, man. They was paying goddamn $7 an hour. First check was $80, man. You know what I did with that first check? I bought that interface right there that I've been using this whole fucking time, man. You want to do some shit? You gotta invest in yourself, man. My first check was $80. The first thing I did was order the fucking interface off Amazon, bro. On my mom, and that bitch was $75. I had $5 left out my check on life. Next check, I probably had like $100. Matter of fact, Eddie, shout out Eddie again, man. He sold me his old laptop for $75, man. The laptop we had been making music on since like fucking 22. We had like 5 years worth of shit. That laptop was so old, he could have gave it to me for free. You know, like, got that, you know, got everything piece by piece and shit. I've just been upgrading since then and getting better with this shit since then.
So them little things count. Little things count in the long run. It be them little things. Any upcoming projects we could be on the lookout for with JAYDOE? Anything you got coming out?
Well, shit, you know, as a creator, you got ideas constantly spinning. It's just, I'm at the point right now where I don't know which one I want to wholeheartedly put my effort into, because I've been having this little idea buzzing for a couple of years, for real. Back to Wayne, you know, shout out to GOAT. I want to do some dedication, no ceilings type, where everything that's hot right now, I'ma just remix in my own way, because that's another thing that got me a lot of attention within the city, is doing the remixes, because y'all already know this beat and y'all already like this song, so now it's just up to me to go crazy. So shit, I really want to do that on my Wayne tip. Go take a lot of the shit that was hot 2019, 2020 and put a little JAYDOE verse on there. I just don't. I gotta come up with a name.
I think that'll be dope.
Crudication, some. I gotta let you know that I'm doing this because of Wayne though, for sure.
Hey, come in some suggestions.
Yeah, man, we need them suggestions, man. Oh yeah, man, be on the lookout, man. If you like these nifty little threads I got on right here, man, we got a lot more colorways coming on the way, man. We will be able to ship wherever you at. We gonna get it to you. CRU t-shirts finna come in. We got these gray ones right here. We finna have some blue ones, white ones, red ones. We suggestions for colorways too, man. Let me know what y'all drip like, what y'all swag like, what y'all wear, what colors y'all wear these days, man. If you from Denver and you need blue and yellow, we can get that for you, man. New York, you need orange and blue, we can get that for you, man. $15 a pop, man.
There it is. But yeah, it's my boy JAYDOE, man. I want to thank him for, doing this, giving me his time. So yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you get a video a like. Since you already watching, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button while you here too. Join the family, man, because we be lit. Yes, sir.
I'm so Decatur.
My boy a rapper, man. I'm thinking, I might have to test some shit out too myself. I might have to get on my Drake flow, my J. Cole thing. You already know I gotta put on for the light skins back home. You feel me? So, I might have to do my own thing. Let me know if you want to hear some new DMac, some new heat. Hey, it might be on the way. Stay tuned.